Well, it looks like it is all done, guys. Everything's finished now, and there's nothing else to be said. So I'd like to just, seeing as though there's no more to be said, and you have seen the last 6 live feed videos, it's time now to really, hopefully, you've received enough knowledge and understanding on how this progressive MS works. And I'd like to let you know that at the beginning, in 2004, when I was diagnosed with MS, I was told that I had what they call relapsing remitting, and I said, "What? What's that? What's MS? What's that?" With many questions that I had, I didn't understand 95% of what they were saying, but the two things I did understand was when they said that, look, Michael, in 10 years' time, there's a chance that you're going to be wheelchair bound and you might lose your license as well. You might not be able to drive. And I'm just thinking, what's going on with that? I mean, I was healthy, fit, strong. I was training. I was in the gym. I was driving my truck, and just didn't make sense. So then I, went home, and the next day I put myself together and put it all happening, and I'd sold my gym, and I sold the one truck that I had, and I moved on to a little venture that I had. But 3 months later, my passion was driving. With the gym, that was clearly gone, but driving, and I had to find a way. So I opened up a logistics business, and with that, 5 years later, I started to lose my strength and energy in running the business, spending the time and hours that it takes to do that. It stopped growing, and it stabilised itself, and it is what it is. And that was sort of that. I then stumbled across an article in the paper, a local paper. I mean, I still had the logistics business running, but I wanted to give, and that's what I wanted to do. And I found this article where Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and two beautiful, lovely ladies saw my passion and my belief, and I went and joined the team as a volunteer, and things were going well. And a year later, what happened was I started to feel a little weaker, and I was in need of one of these. And what happened was, after another 6 more months, I started to lose the ability to stand on my own a little longer than 5 minutes was all I had, and I had to let go of the classes, and it was time to move on. It was a very sad time, but had to go, and I did that. And I then just about 6 months later, I needed one of these. I did damn great, and the time I had relapsed in remitting MS. This has now turned to progressive MS at this stage, and this lasted about 5 years or so. And then I ended up not being able to drive, and driving was out. And that's when my progressive MS turned into what you've seen, secondary progressive MS, which is the live feed videos you've seen. And it was, that level now. And so I'm at the 3rd level of my MS at that time. And, Mark Zuckerberg, created an opportunity for people worldwide to communicate, and through photos, videos, texting, whatever, online, whatever it might be. And it's been, sadly, some people have taken that and used it for wrong, and some younger guys or girls and people have taken it sadly the wrong way. But for me, see, it's supposed to reconnect and connect you with people. It's disconnected everybody, most people, sorry. And for me, it's more of a connect. It's allowed me to connect with everybody. I'm in the home by myself all the time, every day. I don't drive. I don't live off it, but it's a business thing. It's fantastic. I know lots of people, many people that have financially gained in that momentum of what Mark put together, and that's been fantastic. But I have a lot of friends, and for 40 years I've known some of my friends for, and now it's it's after Eastmore Primary School. I grew up in East Bentley, and we went from there to Bentley High, and from Bentley High we joined with the Maritech boys, and my sporting career, and I have a lot of people in my life, and just seeing everyone grow up and become the mums, dads, and grandpas now, and grandmas, and it's just beautiful. Think it's awesome to see everyone go on their holidays, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. If it's used with the right tools. That's what Mark had in his head those many years ago. And, even the most powerful person in the world is on Twitter. I mean, I'm not going to say I agree with it, but, he's not here to live up to anybody's expectations. Neither are we. We're not. So that's how it works. And, I was very fortunate that I met some beautiful, amazing people in my time, and a great man, a friend, Tony Scarso, introduced me to a man that he's the first and only martial artist to ever be inducted in the Hall of Fame, and this is not because of his achievements only. The man has a great attitude, and he's got a lot to give us if we listen and learn what he has to offer about the strategy. I mean, he helps AFL footballers and down to the corporates are there, and down to his young little kids. His wisdom and character as a person is what got him to the level he was at, and building strategies. He helps everybody understand how it all works, and one thing he does say is the only time you lose is when you quit. And I have to say that, I totally agree with that, and say no more. I mean, to add to that, but we're all fighters, guys. Every one of us are fighting something. It's the ones that persevere. They're the ones that can be going forward. And what do I mean by that? Well, you know what? There's only 3 words to describe what that actually means. I mean, I also have something I say that the only time you learn from your mistakes in life, you are who you are, and it's time to move forward every day of our lives. And for me, learning to change the way things looked changes the way things are. It's amazing how it works, but it works that way. I mean, when you don't have family and support in your life, you feel neglected and let go and rah, 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 rah. They're all excuses, guys. They're all excuses at the end of the day. So using the tools about those quotes and turning those quotes into affirmations and making them mean something to you is very important. I mean, I explained this on my... I'm smiling because there's a funny story I brought up on day 24 and 25 of my Untold Story. Just go back and have a look. It's a classic, and it's important. And for me, it's done now. It's all over, and I'd like to say thank you for everything, and I'd like to leave a short message in saying that I love you, basically. And from me, Michael Magic Man Karitsis, I'd just like to say God bless you, all the best to you, and this is the last video. There will be no more from me unless a miracle does happen. I have now hit what they call... So there's one more level of MS, and I'm on level 3, and there's level 4 to come. and it's not a pretty one. I mean, with live feed videos, you've seen them, and that's not pretty either. Well, level 4 is, level 4. And then after that, well, it's over. There's nothing left, and life is over. So I have to put a plan in place. So I have to put a strategy. I have one, and I have it in place, and I will be using all the tools I can to create the opportunity for me to be okay living here on my own. And it will happen. It will happen. And so that's it. It'll happen. And that's my strategy, my plan. Don't give up on that, ever. That's it, ever. So listen, God bless you, man. Enjoy the rest of your lives on whatever you have left, and don't take it for granted, because tomorrow's not promised to any of us. You take care. I love you. See you later. Ciao.